When you were in the Commons, there was a very strong booze culture. It doesn't seem like much has changed.
Absolutely. In 1997, I got elected. It was like being a student again. The Strangers Bar was packed. I would say a large proportion of politicians couldn't have driven after lunch because you were being wined and dined all the time. But actually, it kind of worked because booze, at that time at least, was the lubricant for politics. Now, if you're flying a plane, it's not so smart to be drunk.
Lembit, can you not use the word lubricant? It is a family show.
Well, you started it. I heard your monologue at the beginning, young man. But moving slowly on from that, there are some jobs where you simply can't drink. But if the job is about people and the job is about interaction, like public affairs, then it makes, or maybe I'm not allowed to say affairs either, then booze can play a part. Let's remember that Winston Churchill was essentially an alcoholic. And yet, without him, we and the West would probably have lost the war to the Nazis. So where do you draw the line? Is this woke? Not really. But as long as you understand the job that you're doing, and as long as you know your limits and why you're doing it, then I actually don't think that there's an absolute hard line here. I used to work in Procter & Gamble. I was in human resources. In P&G, there was a simple rule. No drinking on the premises, a sackable offence. And we were just selling soap powder, basically. But it just wasn't compatible with the ethos of that company, which was set up basically on Quaker grounds. And everybody respected that. It's different, I think, in politics a little bit. And I just wouldn't want to preach too much. The lesson I would say is just have a common sense approach. And if you're out in the evening trying to schmooze a potential new client, then what? Are you meant to stay dry? Because that would be work too.
Christopher Snowdon, we know booze is good fun. I can see you're on the older Cabernet Sauvignon as we speak. Is alcohol the special sauce that powers the British economy?
I think so, yes. And over the course of the last 10, 15 years, we've seen a terrible productivity problem in this country. And a lot of experts say they don't know why it is. I think I know why it is. It's people aren't having long lunches anymore. Very few people I noticed, even in Westminster, are prepared to have a drink of wine, a pint of beer over their lunch. And we're now suffering the consequences of that. We need to get the British economy moving again. We need to get people drinking again at lunchtime and indeed throughout the afternoon, I think.